This what we in here for. What you in here for? What you in here for? Whoa, 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 whoa. If you're here watching this, somebody told you, I got some game. We call it free lunch. Thank you, God, said Streets G4G. My name is Streets G4G. This how I'm rocking. This is my clothing brand right here. I am an 80s baby. We are 80s baby crazy. We are born in the 90s grimy. And we the realest, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your 80s baby apparel at 80sbaby.store. Excuse me. Streets G4G here, people. I just dropped my book, Separation Equals Elevation. You can go to Amazon, find it on there. And I actually just got my first copy. I'm feeling that. I had a photo shoot in Dubai. That's where the picture came from. And, I was on repping my Virginia stuff. You know what I mean? So I got that AI jersey on, you know. Y'all know him as Allen. We know him as Chuck. You know what I mean? And basically, I'm the author, Streets G4G. It was typed by Shakira Bonaparte. And I need to go grab that, man. So if you're looking at this right now, you can hit the link in the bio. Go ahead, cop that. You know what I mean? Or go on Amazon and type in Separation Equals Elevation. It's going to pop up. Matter of fact, you got to go to Amazon, type in Separation Equals Elevation, and then hit books. It'll pop up. Damn phone. And basically, it's just like a life hack type of book. You know what I'm saying? Where I give you a few scenarios or some things that have happened in my life. I really paid attention to the process and the way things were happening in my life. And I got my biggest lights from my darkest days. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through this so many times that I caught on to it. And when I caught on to it, I put it in a book. You know what I mean? Separation Equals Elevation. That's where it's at. Go grab that. It's worth it. You know what I'm saying? When you get it and you apply what I was talking about, thank me later. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. All right, the process with the book took so long because initially I was making an audio book, right? And I made my audio book the same way I make my music. Like with my music, I don't write my music. I punch in. You know, I kind of go somewhere in my head and I punch in my music. You know what I'm saying? I don't write my wrongs. You know I ain't finna write no song. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. Once I peeped the process that I'm speaking on or that I'm putting light on in the book, I was like, all right, I can go and make a audio book and drop the audio book. You know what I'm saying? So I made the whole audio book. And when I started researching how to look it up, I found out that you can't have an audio book, well, not on like Amazon and Kindle. You can't have an audio book without having a hard copy. So then I had to find somebody to print up the book because I don't write my wrongs. I'm not writing no songs. I don't care how I look. You know I ain't finna write no book. You know what I'm saying? So I had to find somebody to type it up. And that was Shakira Bonaparte. Shout out her. You know what I'm saying? And she basically sent it over. Well, she sent the finished copy of what she typed over. I went over it and edited and put emphasis in certain places. You know what I'm saying? Made certain phrases and things like that bold. You know, just to make it like a better read and kind of make it like a. It's not even really a read. It's more like a study. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've been through this process a lot in my life. The process that I'm speaking on in the book, Separation Equals Elevation, I've been through that process a lot of times in my life. But I just never knew exactly what was going on. You know what I'm saying? When I started catching on to what was going on, when the process started to restart, I was carrying it like, all right, if what I think is right, since this happened, this should happen. I started testing people. You know what I mean? Because with me, when it's my people, when you call, I'm pushing up. You know what I mean? To the best of my ability, I'm pushing up. You know what I'm saying? Even when I ain't had no car, when you call, I'm catching an Uber. You know what I'm saying? Because my people need me, right? So what God had to do to make me, to help me get to the level He put me here to be at, was He had to make people hurt me in a manner that I would cut them off, because I'm a sucker for my people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe you can call loving somebody or having love for somebody a sucker, being a sucker, unless you're having or displaying love for somebody that don't do it back. Once you notice that and you continue to do it, now you're a sucker. You know what I mean? So I be a sucker for my people, and God to make them do something. God to put us in a place where I'll need them to do something. See, because like with me, I ain't used to having people, like when I need stuff, I ain't used to having people I can call. I just got to figure it out. My initial thought ain't even, damn, who can I call? That ain't even my initial thought, because I'm not used to having people who do for me. I do for people. You know what I'm saying? So it's very rare that our friendship gets tested from that perspective. You know what I'm saying? As far as them calling me, I'm pushing up. You know what I mean? And I'm used to being in need. I'm used to being in need. So I do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it gets a little, where it gets to a point where you got to pay attention is being that I'm not used to having nobody to call. I don't call. I don't be needing people to come through. You know what I'm saying? Because the tools that initially come to mind when it's time for me to need something or I got to do something is, all right, streets, how we gonna do this? Like, I got me. You know what I mean? So what I learned in this process was God put me in a position where the people I run so hard for, I would need them to walk for me for like 2 minutes. And then I find out they don't walk for me. And when I find out they don't walk for me, I cut them off. See, because with me, I'm a sucker for my people. I ain't no sucker. Like, this ain't just no, anybody can come in. And if I got love for you, I do for you like I do for myself. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got no love for you, I ain't got nothing to do with what you need. You know what I mean? And if I did do it, it was business. But anywho, so when he get me by myself, I'll hear clear voices in my head. I always hear voices in my head. When I'm around too many people, I'm too distracted. It get crazy. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm by myself, or really when I'm by myself, I hear the right voice and I make moves off it. I'm not distracted. I think I'm ADHD, or got ADHD, whatever that gen is. I'm that, or I got that, cause I'm distracted real easy. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I make my music, I gotta be by myself. The only person that can ever be in the studio with me successfully while I make my music and we don't argue, I don't be trying to kick him out or nothing like that, is Mike Ski and Remix 60. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else talking to me and I can't focus like that. You know what I mean? So, long story short, when I get by myself, I hear his voice. When I hear his voice, I make the moves that he tell me to make. I prosper. You know what I'm saying? So I had my camera stolen May. You know what I'm saying? May 22nd, 2022. You know what I mean? When I had my camera stolen, I had a lot of shit going on where I needed income. And I was falling short. I was falling short with the camera. So when my camera got stole, it was real bad. But in that event, I got to see, like, when I really needed people who wasn't willing to come through for me. You know what I mean? So I cut them off. Well, since I cut them off, my level done raised. We in my studio space. You know what I'm saying? See all these red boxes, all these lights, all these microphones and cameras and booms and, you know. So I ain't mad about nothing. I ain't mad at nobody or nothing like that. I'm grateful for the lesson. I'm grateful for our disconnect. And I do way better without you. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I don't got sympathy for none of it, because when you needed me 100 times, I was there. When I needed you one time, you showed me. You know what I mean? So I ain't got no sympathy for it. You know what I mean? But that's that, man. Boom. My name is Streets G4G. This how I'm rocking. This is my clothing brand right here. I am an 80s baby. We are 80s baby crazy. We are born in the 90s grimy. And we the realest, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your 80s baby apparel at 80sbaby.store. Excuse me. This what we in here for. What you in here for? What you in here for? Whoa, 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 whoa. If you're here watching this, somebody told you, I got some game. We call it free lunch. Thank you, God. Said Streets G4G.